Everybody, it's Big Cheds. Warm hello and thanks for being here. It's Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. It's 12/9/2024. This is part of the quick market update series on my YouTube channel, Cheds Trading. New traders, old traders, everybody start by watching the Masterclass Technical Analysis Tutorials playlist. I'm actually working on a brand new advanced Masterclass, but you really want to check out that stuff. These are quick market updates. If you're looking for more, check out my Bitcoin Live where I do twice a week full market update. I just did one last night. So, hey, everybody, how are we doing? Let's take a look at the market. We got a little bit of red. That's all right. You need to consolidate before you can move higher. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. I think we should start off by talking about this really interesting candle, this high wave candle. A lot of volume on it. We had talked about the 98.5K breakout level, and we got our breakout level. We shot above, came back below, dropped all the way down to 92, which was kind of wild. And you know, the price found support, right? So we know where there is a pretty good level of support, where there is demand, where, you know, the price found support the end of November and found some support here in the first week of December. By the way, folks, and great feedback in the chat room. Folks, by the way, hit subscribe. Make sure you hit notifications and all that stuff, and leave a comment. So yeah, we see where the price has shown demand, and we see this overhead level. For me, the ideal level to hold, to build, you know, the greedy level. I'm a greedy bull. I'd love to see it hold 98.5. We're below that now. That's fine. What's really more important in the broader context, as the price attempts to consolidate here after this massive move up, is to hold 92K, and that would be excellent. If you look at that, 92K right now is still above the rising EMA 8. We're well above the prior range high on the you know, the big picture high time frame weekly chart. And if you just look at the price ascension, it's still beautiful, holding MA20, but really 92K is what, you know, I think is going to be the most important. And we're continuing to watch the rest of the market. No breakout on Ethereum versus 4050. No breakout versus Bitcoin. So that's all still good for BTC. You know, what you want to do is you want to find an uptrend and wait for it to dip. So if you were FOMO and you thought you missed, if you just sat back, waited in the pocket at a pretty well-defined level, you had a nice little entry. And Bitcoin kind of does that. Has done that throughout the consolidation from the move up January 23, and pretty much generally speaking will give you big drops back to prior ranges. We've talked about these throwbacks, talked about these retests of support, talked about not chasing. You know, you need consolidation to move higher, so let's not fear consolidation. So it still looks all really good to me. I had a couple tweets to look at, but I think I want to check in with the chat room, see how everybody's doing, see how everybody's feeling. Any questions? Maybe I can try to add a little bit of value here. So what's up, Andy? All right, Andy asked for XRP. We'll do XRP for sure. And a bunch of other people that I see: Mohammed, Amno, Junzik, Martina, Peter, Indie Rock. Great to see you folks. You want to take a look at XRP? Sure. Hashtag the standard. That's a nice chart. Look at that. Rising EMA 8. What's an exponential moving average? More price weighting to the most recent candle. The 8 is primary uptrend support. I talk about that a lot in my Masterclass series on YouTube. This still looks really nice. Yes, my wife did text me and ask me about XRP, and sometimes that's a topping signal rather, but there's nothing really in the chart. This still looks really nice. Look at the price is still above a rising Bollinger Band on the weekly and grinding nicely higher. First minor warning signs would be starting to lose kind of the 215 range, but XRP still looks really good to me. Let's see how everybody else is doing. Glad I don't use leverage. That's right. That a lot of people get into trouble using leverage. That is a fact. Somebody says audio no good. Can you folks confirm that? Because it looks like just David was saying that, but I think the rest of my audio is okay. Pre-Gone says, great to see you. I'm a Bitcoin Live member. Hope you enjoyed the report last night. CRV was requested. Curve Finance. This one's definitely turned around. This was kind of in the ignore, let's, throw away or just ignore for a while. And here's a great example of how to play a chart like this. So you can see we have a very nice steady downtrend, and the price is continuing to grind lower. And you see here really attempted to find support around 42, 40 cents all throughout 2022, and really, until the middle of this year, until when it dropped down. You can very much just drop it off the watch list at this point, but you can set an alert or something to where if it recaptured this level, you can jump back in. So there's the idea where, I don't want to sell because I don't want to miss the bottom. It's not about getting the exact bottom. It's about identifying a trend and riding it. So this is an example of where you could have done that. I see a bunch of new viewers joined in. I'll quickly circle back to Bitcoin. We're starting to consolidate a little bit, but it's still incredibly healthy. We can look at it on multi-time frame, but for the daily range, you want to see that demand zone hold for sure at 91 to 92K. We zoom in a little bit on the 4-hour. This is some pretty nice consolidation. All of this here is after a massive advance, and we're looking at this lower time frame consolidation within the picture of the larger weekly trend, which is still looks incredibly beautiful. All the moving averages are rising. We're pretty much at the top of the channel, and it's pretty much a high and tight consolidation so far. So it still looks really, really, really good. Let me see here. Cheds, do you have any ways of checking what are target tops? No, I don't think about, or do I mainly focus on like 4 to 5 weeks? 4 to 5 weeks is way too far out for me. I kind of look a couple days out. I like to follow the trend. I like to go with whatever the price is giving me. The price gives me key levels to watch. And with Bitcoin, for example, it was pretty clear, right? After that drop back to the prior range high where the price held, you wanted to watch that level, you were rewarded. Furthermore, you had an intermediate breakout sign on the break of 98.5 where the price paused here, paused there, and then broke. It was a throwback target that failed. That's fine, but that was a reasonable entry. And so I just stay with the local price action. And it's important to understand with time frames in classical charting, I'm in the 4-hour daily, but I understand what the weekly trend is doing. So it's really important to have a sense of the larger price trend. You don't really want to go out too far, because the more you go out and you try to anticipate target tops, you're going to start to maybe fit the information that comes in the future to your bias. Rather, you really should just stay present, stay in the moment, don't even use price targets, rather follow the trend and look for indications of that trend strengthening or weakening. Again, the Masterclass technical analysis tutorial series. So InfoGeek says, hi Chet, ETH breakout failure target. Well, target for what? If you're looking to buy the dip, very much so 3,500. That's a demand zone, okay? Sure, there's a minor rejection, but no volume on the rejection. It's still EMA 8. It still has quite a bit of local or recent momentum. We know it's been an underperformer to Bitcoin. I've talked about that ad nauseum. But you're looking to buy a dip at 3,500 if the price gets there. Conversely, you can use a flip of 40.50 as a long trigger, an overhead long trigger. Somebody says, thank you, brother. I was so impressed how you called it last bull run. I got really lucky in November 2021 when I called the top. I just had a good feeling, and there was a lot of altcoins popping off, and we did start to see the price confirm, but I've gone already over that in my master class. I'm going to check around with the chat room, see how everybody is doing. Make sure you're subscribed, you hit like. These are quick updates, 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to do these 5 days a week on the days when I'm not doing Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst, and I do a full market report Wednesday and Sunday night. So we talked about Ethereum, we talked about Bitcoin, we get a couple altcoins, and I'm just quickly checking around the room. I'm gonna zoom around my own chat room, my own list. Let's take a quick little peek at what is going on. All these still look pretty good. Doge and OM and Super. You cannot just go straight green. You need to reset things. And the steadier the move up, the longer the run can be. Sol still looks pretty good. Heading back to that buy zone, 215, 210 to 215 range. All of these are nice coins that have paused. Even Link, it's down 6%, but it just had a recent breakout over 21. So I think people tend to freak out with consolidation when in reality, the idea is you embrace the consolidation, because if you want to go long, you want something to dip first. You want to buy a dip in a trend. You want to buy a movement against the broader trend. All right, this gentleman asked for this a few times. QTUM, sure. Why not? We'll take a look at this one. I'll tell you what I think. All right, yeah, it's not great. I don't like this chart. This is a big-time underperformer. Way, way, way better charts out here. Price bounced into a well-defined price zone where it was previously rejected. This is here on the weekly chart. This is an underperformer. I do not like this chart. Way, way, way better charts out there. Somebody requested SUI, sure. Let's take a look at SUI. I know I have it on my list. That's a beautiful chart. It's bullish. I just looked at it. It looks really good. If you get a chance, your first area of interest would be a drop back into the prior range, right around 370, 375. This is a very bullish chart. Looks really good. Look at that weekly look, grinding higher. That is a nice looking chart. Quickly checking in with the chat room, seeing how everybody is doing. They say, I appreciate you, Cheds. I appreciate you. Folks, I have a huge library of free content on my YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed, you hit like, you hit notifications. Check out Bitcoin Live, where I'm a founding analyst. I do a market report there twice a week. Full market, I haven't missed it in like 6 years. Even when I'm sick, I'm on vacation. You want to check that out. I'm Big Cheds, of course, on Twitter. These are quick market updates. If you want to see me do more of these, show some love, hit like, hit subscribe, hit notifications, and I'll keep it going. I'll keep it flowing. Folks, thank you so much for hanging out. This has been fun, and I will be back tomorrow for another report. All right, folks, Big Cheds out. Peace out, everybody. Peace out. Thank you.